Boom. Did I get you? Gentlemen, Summer Style Tips, James Bond edition. Since 1953, Ian Fleming's fictional character James Bond has had a huge impact on menswear. Today's video, I'm going to talk about 10 items that you want to incorporate into your wardrobe this summer so that you too can look like James Bond. Gentlemen, before I get into the 10 items, let me lay down 3 foundational rules. Number 1, keep it simple. We're talking about solid colors, small patterns, timeless styles. One thing I love about James Bond, you go back and you watch a movie made 20, 30, 40 years ago, maybe except for the 1970s, he did a pretty good job of keeping things timeless. Literally, Sean Connery can walk out of one of those movies and he will still look good today. Foundational rule number 2 to looking like James Bond this summer, perfect fit, gentlemen. You've got to nail it. Casual does not equal sloppy. Take your clothing to a tailor. Find a brand that works for your body type. Foundational rule number 3 is to buy the best clothing that you can afford. This is hard for many of us because we have this mentality that clothing should be cheap. Think differently. Look to buy something that you love. It gets a little bit better with time. Shoes especially, but also some of your knitwear. Maybe looking at certain shirts that, yes, cost twice as much as what you would normally spend, but it looks so much better on you. The quality, you can clearly see it. All right, gents, time to get into those 10 core wardrobe items so that you can dress like James Bond this summer. Now, you may be wondering, all the pictures, all the images, all the clothing you're going to see in this video, where's it coming from? Gentlemen, this is coming from the same place that James Bond gets his clothing, the Ministry of Supply. Yes, the Ministry of Supply is the paid sponsor of this video, and they are a real company. Go check them out. I'm going to link to them down in the description. I'm going to have a discount code for you there. It's a limited time discount code, but I've worked with this company for 2 years. They were inspired by what they read in the Ian Fleming novels. And guys, this company it does amazing things with its clothing. This shirt right here, this is the Apollo 2. I'm now wearing the Apollo 3. And I can tell you, this Apollo 2 I had for probably a year and a half. I wore this 150 times, especially when I was traveling. It has this temperature regulating fabric that actually can cool you down. It's odor resistant. It has a stretch to it. I can tell you this was the most comfortable shirt I would ever wear. The Apollo 3, they have made the collar even better. It's got these actually non-removable shirt stays in here. They've adjusted. They heard from a lot of people that, I never iron this. I pulled this right out of the packaging. This is how it looks on me. It's got a great drape. It uses this really cool fabric. It's not cotton. It's not linen. So you never have a wrinkling issue. I love what this company does with all of their clothing. I'll talk about some of the other pieces, their polos and some of their shorts as well. One thing I love about the shorts is that they don't use buttons. They actually use a snap like this. Why is this innovative? Because no matter how you pull on this, it's not going to break off. The back pockets I really love. They actually don't have any buttons on them. They're huge actually, except when you're not using them, you can't even tell there's a pocket. Little things like this. Guys, go check them out. Ministry of Supply, one of my favorite companies. I've got a great discount for you down in the video description. Go check them out. Item number 1 in your James Bond summer wardrobe, gentlemen, the classic polo. So what makes a classic polo? It's going to be the collar right here. It's going to be a relatively soft collar, but it's going to be a pronounced, very clear collar nonetheless. In the front, we're going to see about a quarter open with 2 to 4, but most likely 3 buttons. We're also going to see short sleeves. And at the bottom of the shirt, we're going to see basically a straight cutoff. This means it can be worn tucked or untucked. James Bond summer wardrobe item number 2, gentlemen, the casual button down. So I love a good casual button down because it can be dressed up, it can be dressed down. It can be worn tucked, untucked. You can roll the sleeves, you can leave them down. You can find a wide variety of different fabrics out there it's made from, with patterns in the fabric with different colors. Now, I would keep it simple. I would keep it classic. I would keep it something that's a bit muted. That way you can wear it with a wide variety of other pieces in your wardrobe. But what's cool about a shirt like this is you can literally have on a bathing suit. Instead of throwing on a t-shirt, you can throw on that casual button down, maybe button 1 or 2 buttons, walk around on the beach, and you're going to look better than a guy just simply with a t-shirt on. Item number 3 in your James Bond summer wardrobe, gentlemen, should be dress shirts. You want to be looking for a company that makes fabrics that are specifically made to regulate heat, hence the Apollo 3 by Ministry of Supply. Or go out there, look for linens, get them custom made. Find a cotton that has a gauze weave, but find something that's going to be breathable. Guys, it makes a huge difference. And there are going to be events that you need to wear a dress shirt. A dress shirt is not a casual button down. Dress shirts do not usually have pockets. Yes, sometimes you'll see one pocket, but normally they shouldn't have any pockets. They're not going to have any epaulets. They're going to be of a solid color. They're always going to be long sleeve. They're always going to be meant to be tucked in. So that's a key. If you look at a shirt and if it has, that slant in the front and in the back area, it is meant to be tucked in. If it goes straight across and it has like a wild pattern to it, it's probably more of a casual button down. Item number 4 in your James Bond summer wardrobe, a light colored sports jacket or blazer. Why? What? It's hot. You're going to say, Antonio, I can't wear something like that. Well, yes, you can if it's made from the right material, that's breathable, that's going to let air pass through it. It actually will protect you from the sun. And okay, you live in Houston, Texas. Everyone says Houston's hot, but how often are people hanging outside in Houston, Texas? Not very often. They're in an air-conditioned building. And oftentimes you're at an event, you want to look good, but even if you're going to be outside, you can actually wear that moisture-wicking dress shirt that I was just talking about, wear a jacket over it that's breathable, made from a material that's going to allow the heat to dissipate. You can find particular jackets that are going to be unlined. You can find jackets, again, Ministry of Supply. It has jackets which are made specifically to actually be bendable. They're going to be seamless, and they're going to be made from material that's going to allow the heat to dissipate. Item number 5 on this list, gentlemen, lightweight trousers. Notice I didn't say jeans. How many James Bond movies have you seen him rocking jeans? Not too many. The reason he doesn't is that lightweight trousers made from a tropical weight wool or even a synthetic material that's specifically designed for heat, they're just going to look so much more stylish. You want to look maybe at light to medium grays, maybe look at light to medium blues. You can bring in tans, a wide variety of the browns. You can even bring in white. What you want to pay attention to with these type of trousers, though, is you want to make sure that the fit is spot on. Maybe look for something that uses a stretch material. Hence why I like a lot of synthetic ones out there that are made specifically to deal with heat. And I'll link to some down in the description. And now let's transition into shorts. Yes, I know James Bond didn't wear shorts very often in the movies. Thunderball, though, he wore 3 pairs, but then again, he had those cool underwater fights and he was doing all that diving. But one thing I did take from James Bond, look at the function of the shorts. So when you're choosing shorts, make sure they're going to function in your wardrobe. From going with very simple, classic looks that aren't going to draw much attention, are simply going to be functional and keep you cool. Also, look at the material. I try to find something with a little bit of a stretch in it. I do also try to avoid the cargo shorts. For most of us, most of the time, we don't need those cargo shorts. Go with a nice, sleek design. Whenever I'm looking for shorts, I'm looking for something that will fit with the other items I'm talking about, specifically the polos and even the casual button downs. The next 2 items I'm going to bring together, no-show socks and loafers. Guys, I love no-show socks. What's great about them is, yes, you do feel noticeably cooler. You're able to wear them with your shoes. You're not going to go sockless and start to get sticky feet in there. If you're going through security in a hot airport, you can still look great. Loafers, so much better than running shoes or flip-flops. But guys, I will say you can really up your style game. Try to keep them maybe in the same color with the other shoes in your wardrobe. This is just going to make it easier to match with the belts and the other leathers in your wardrobe. But guys, look to bring in some loafers. Item number 9 in your James Bond summer wardrobe, a great pair of shades. What do you guys think? You like these? I like classic styles. For me, aviators, but maybe it's going to be wayfarers. Whatever it may be for you, make sure to go with something that's timeless, that classic, that works for your face shape. Item number 10 in your James Bond summer wardrobe, gentlemen, a simple straw hat of a classic design. Look at pork pies, look at trilbies, maybe look at a fedora, but what you're looking for is a hat that whenever you put it on, you're going to feel great. It's going to first function. It's going to protect you from the sun. It's going to keep the sun off of your face, off of the top of your head. But when it comes down to it, practice wearing it. Get used to wearing it. So then you start to wear it with confidence. You don't even think about it, and you feel great, and you look great in that hat. All right, gents, let's throw in a bonus item. So I'm going to talk about the quarter zip sweater. Yes, I know it's summer, but you should still have a sweater, something that you can throw on if the temperature drops. Let's say you're out on the beach, temperature drops 90 during the day to 65 at night. You want to be prepared, not just for yourself, but for others around you. You may have a partner, you may have a wife that just simply is cold. Well, you are the hero that night. So guys, have fun this summer, taking these tips, using them. Hopefully I taught you something new, and go check out Ministry of Supply. Guys, down in the description, I've got a special limited time discount code. You got to use it or you're going to lose it. Guys, this company I love. I have a lot of sponsors, but I will say that this is one of the companies that I go and I buy their clothing. They are all over. They actually have physical stores now. These guys are the real deal. Their clothing is amazing. Like I said, I was super excited when I finally got one of their navy polos. These things are almost always out of stock, so go check them out before they go out of stock. Use that discount code, and let's have a little bit of fun here, guys. I want you to go over to the Ministry of Supply. I want you to look through there. Let me know what you would match this with, because I've got some extra black shirts. Now, I don't wear black, but I am happy to send it out to you guys. You just need to let me know in the comments specifically which items you would match these black shirts with over at the Ministry of Supply. Let me know down there. I love this company, and I highly recommend you check them out. You support them because they're the real deal. That's it, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.